Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The Green Bay Packers are making headlines once again, and it's not just the usual speculation. This time, the buzz is all about a potential blockbuster move that could reshape their offensive weaponry for the stretch run of the season. Rumors are swirling that the Packers are in talks to acquire Trey McBride, the dynamic tight end of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tight ends haven't always been the focal point of the Packers' offense. But in today's NFL, a versatile and reliable TE can be a game changer, especially when the team is eyeing a deep playoff run. Let's set the stage here. The Packers have been quietly building a solid roster around Jordan Love, and while their defense has shown flashes of brilliance, it's the offense that's been the real focus. With the addition of McBride, it's clear that the Packers are looking to take their aerial attack to the next level. McBride, a second-round pick himself, has shown flashes of being a true mismatch weapon in the NFL, especially in the red zone and on third-and-long situations. His route-running ability is sharp, his YAC, yards after catch, is among the best for tight ends, and his precise routes create significant mismatches against linebackers and safeties alike. This move, if finalized, would significantly bolster the Packers' offensive versatility. Imagine a scenario where Jordan Love can have a reliable target who can line up in multiple spots on the field, creating confusion and mismatches for opposing defenses. McBride's ability to make plays after the catch adds an extra layer of threat, especially in those critical late-game situations where every yard counts. The Packers have been known for their balanced approach, but adding a tight end like McBride could make their offense more unpredictable and harder to game plan against. Now, the trade details are reportedly quite substantial. The Packers are rumored to be offering a second-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fourth-round pick in 2027 in exchange for McBride. That's a significant investment, but one that speaks volumes about how much the Packers believe in their chances this season. For the Cardinals, it's a way to recoup some draft capital for a player who has yet to fully reach his ceiling but shows immense potential. What makes this move even more interesting is the context of the Packers' current roster and their season outlook. They've been fighting through some injuries, especially on the offensive line and at wide receiver, and adding someone like McBride could be the spark needed to elevate the entire unit. With Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs still developing, having a tight end who can step up and be a reliable target on third down would be a huge boost. Plus, it would give Jordan Love yet another option in the passing game, which is crucial when trying to keep defenses honest and open up the running game. From a strategic standpoint, the Packers have been leaning more on their passing game this season, especially with Love showing promise as a franchise quarterback. They've been searching for that reliable tight end to be a security blanket. Think of the impact that a player like George Kittle or Travis Kelce has had on their respective teams. McBride, with his skill set, could develop into that kind of player for Green Bay, especially if he continues to refine his route running and chemistry with Love. But it's not just about adding a player, it's about the message it sends. The Packers are clearly in win-now mode. They're investing in young talent that can make an immediate impact, and McBride fits that mold perfectly. His ability to create mismatches and produce yards after the catch could be the missing piece that turns the offense into a more potent, balanced attack. That's especially important because, in the NFL, the teams that excel in the postseason are often those with multiple options on offense that defenses can't easily shut down. Of course, the other side of the coin is what this means for the Cardinals. Trading away a promising young tight end like McBride signals that they might be in a rebuild, or at least in a strategic phase, where they're willing to part with some assets to build for the future. For the Packers, this is a calculated gamble, bringing in a player with high upside that could help push them over the top in this critical part of the season. Looking at McBride's stats and recent performance, he's shown flashes of being a true weapon. In his rookie season, he demonstrated his ability to find soft spots in zone defenses and make contested catches. His route running is crisp, and he's got enough speed to threaten defenses down the seam. His YAC numbers are impressive, often turning what looks like a simple catch into a significant gain. These qualities make him an ideal fit for a Packers offense that's looking to diversify their attack and keep defenses guessing. Moreover, adding McBride could also help Jordan Love in terms of his development. Young quarterbacks thrive when they have multiple reliable targets, especially tight ends who can read defenses and adjust routes in real time. Having a player like McBride on the field could help Love feel more confident in critical situations. Think about third and medium or third and long, where a tight end with his skill set can be a quarterback's best friend. It's about creating a more dynamic offense that can adapt and respond to whatever defenses throw at them. Now, how does this fit into the Packers' overall season strategy? Well, with the NFC North tightening up and the playoff picture becoming clearer, Green Bay is clearly aiming to maximize their chances. The addition of McBride could be the piece that propels them into that top-tier conversation, especially if he can quickly develop chemistry with Love and integrate seamlessly into the offense. The Packers' coaching staff has a reputation for developing tight ends, and if they can unlock McBride's full potential, it could turn out to be one of the shrewdest moves of the season. As fans, we know how crucial depth and versatility are in this league. Having a tight end who can line up in multiple spots, catch in traffic, and create yards after the catch is a huge advantage. It opens up the entire offense and gives Jordan Love more options to work with. Plus, it sends a message to the rest of the league that the Packers are serious about contending, not just for this season but for years to come. Of course, nothing is finalized just yet, and the NFL trade deadline is always full of surprises. But if this move does happen, it could be one of those trades that fans look back on as a turning point in the Packers' season. It's the kind of move that energizes the locker room and the fan base alike, knowing that the team is making bold moves to chase that elusive Super Bowl trophy once again. And let's not forget the impact this could have on the team's chemistry and identity. Green Bay has a long history of finding underrated players and turning them into key contributors, and McBride fits that mold perfectly. His hunger, athleticism, and skill set make him a player to watch in the coming weeks. If he joins the Packers, I wouldn't be surprised to see him quickly become a favorite target, especially in those clutch moments late in the season. So, as we sit here, eagerly awaiting the official confirmation, it's clear that the Packers are making a statement. They're not just content to compete, they want to dominate. Adding a player like Trey McBride could be the move that tips the scales in their favor, helping them punch through to the postseason and beyond. It's an exciting time to be a Green Bay fan, and I know we're all hoping this move comes to fruition. Because in Green Bay, we dream big, and we believe in the power of our team to make magic happen when it matters most. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the potential addition of Trey McBride could reshape the Packers' offensive approach for the rest of the season. It's not just about bolstering the roster, it's about making a statement that Green Bay is all in on winning now. The NFC is competitive, no doubt, but with a weapon like McBride, Jordan Love's arsenal gets a serious upgrade. Imagine the possibilities: more explosive plays, more mismatches, and a more balanced attack that keeps defenses on their toes. That's the kind of impact that could push Green Bay further into the playoff conversation and maybe even help them reach the Super Bowl again. Of course, we have to keep an eye on how quickly this move materializes, if at all. But the whispers are strong, and the Packers clearly see the value in a talented young tight end who can do so much more than block. They see the potential for him to be a difference maker, a guy who can change the complexion of their offense and give Jordan Love that trusted target he can rely on in crunch time. And that, my friends, could be the key to unlocking the full potential of this team. So whether or not this trade goes through, one thing is for certain. The Green Bay Packers are showing they're willing to go all in for a Super Bowl run. They're making bold moves, and they're doing it with purpose. As fans, that's all we could ask for: hope, determination, and a little bit of that Packers magic. Keep your eyes peeled because this story is far from over, and it could just be the beginning of a new chapter in the Packers' storied history. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.